Oh, oops. All right, that's better. All right, before the video starts, I have a couple very important announcements for all of you, so just hang tight and yeah, I think you guys will be really interested in all these. Our third annual Break Your PB St. Jude fundraiser is going to be happening on March 1st. This is an annual fundraiser we do raising money for the Dick Hiley St. Jude Bass Classic. This is a tournament that Matt Pangrack and I fish. We actually won it last year, which is crazy, but the thing I'm way more proud of is that we fundraised $30,000 for the kids and families of St. Jude. So we're going to try to beat that this year, and in order to do that, we need all your help. So this event will be happening at Giesenbroy Beer Company down in New Prague, Minnesota on Saturday, March 1st from 4 to 9 o'clock. There will be a food truck there. If it is Brick Oven Bus. If you haven't heard of it, fantastic pizza. So come on down hungry, have some pizza, drink some beer. There's also a hotel next door. So if you want to make a weekend of it and hang out with all of us, chat fishing, win some awesome prizes, you'll be able to do that. The first 75 people with a $20 suggested donation upon entry will receive a one-of-a-kind the Crappie Chronicles and Giesenbroy pint glass, which is super cool, as well as some raffle tickets and stuff like that. We have a bunch of raffles, silent auction items, and just a bunch more. All the proceeds go to St. Jude, just like I said. I know some of you live super far away, but you still want to support, so we have a couple options for you. So this year, there will be online purchasing available for, I think it's 4 or 5 100 ticket boards. Basically what this means is from 5:30 to 7:30 on the merch site, I will put stuff up and we will keep track of the tickets. There's only 100 tickets, and these are all experience items, whether it's a Crappie Chronicle experience fishing with all of us, or a guide trip with Griff, a guide trip with me, a cooking experience with Pink, a guide trip with Waldo. You get the gist of it. You can bid on whatever you want and whatever experience you would like. There's only 100 tickets sold, so you can kind of pick how much you want to donate and spend and up your chances for winning one of these prizes. Or if you just want to buy all the tickets, you can do that and you automatically get the prize. We will be drawing the winners of these at 7:30 on my Facebook page. So just go to my Facebook page. And also, if you do purchase online, just leave your email and phone number. We'll get a hold of you and make sure you know you won. Okay, that was a mouthful. Now, just for 2 more quick things. Lastly, we have Ice Fishing Saves Lives t-shirts that are going to be going on sale. There will be some of them at this event, and then otherwise they will be on sale on our merch site from Monday, February 24th through Friday, March 7th. All proceeds go to St. Jude's. These are also a pre-order, so we're not going to ship them until the window's closed. So if you order one, just hang tight. They'll be coming. If you order some other merch, we'll probably ship it out to you ahead of time. Finally, you hear me? Finally, we're getting to the video. Lastly, I want to give a huge shout out to one of our great friends, Sean. So you're going to see Sean in the background of this video. You've maybe seen him in the background of some of our other videos at other points in time. Sean is a crappie fanatic as well. And we have bounced so many ideas off of each other over the years, fished together a bunch, and just have really appreciated his friendship, camaraderie, and his support of everything we do. When we kind of had to separate a bunch this year just based on circumstances, illness, traveling, and everything, he kind of hopped in and just wanted to help us get one of these fish on film to show all of you. So major shout out to Sean. He believes everything we do in promoting trophy crappie fishing and putting back the big ones. So major thanks to him. Now we're done. Enjoy the video.
Leaving the winter that never was behind, we come back to where it all began. Located within 60 miles of downtown Minneapolis is a fabled crappie capital that most can only dream of. Lakes and rivers sprawling with habitat, seemingly a genetic anomaly. This region regularly produces the largest top-end crappies you can find anywhere in the ice belt. Now, setting the stage for this coming winter, a widespread winter kill back in 2014 and several seasons of poor ice conditions has resulted in extremely low angling pressure. Our crew now finds themselves running into a dream scenario. The area they call home now has set the stage for a winter of historic angling opportunities. With a window they can now see as wide open and a sleeping giant that is now being awoken, there's been no time like ever before to document the largest fish this angling community has ever seen.
That might be her. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Crappie Chronicles. I am Adam Bartusik, and today we are back within 60 miles of downtown Minneapolis. We're chasing our 18-incher, and a little bit of a change-up today. We've been fishing a bunch of the lakes we've been really excited to get after, but with this lack of snowfall, things have been fairly difficult. Still getting a lot of big fish, but just want to give them a little bit of a break and let them develop a little more. So today we're in a backwater. We're actually back here much later than we typically are. And yeah, got the boys out. We got Mega Live down right now looking around, just trying to get an idea of kind of where to set up and probably run traffic. But we're going to get after it now. And yeah, should be a fun day on the ice. It is very cold too. So brought a few one-mans back, got a few of the new clam heaters, probably pop them up for a little bit of warming shacks. But we're going to try to stay a little bit mobile and as quiet as we can. Got one. White flutter fry. All right, this guy just showed up about halfway down the water column. He was kind of lethargic to start, and brought him up, and then I did the good old Griff down jig. So if you guys don't know what that is, basically all you do is you get the fish coming up and he halts on you. Just kind of slowly bring it back down to him. That's what I did, and he smoked it. Caught that on that new Pinnacle. And yeah, this rod's sick. You can feel everything with it.
Got him! Woohoo! Got me a pinner fish. Bye. Giant. Thanks, lady. There we go. It was very aggressive. On him! Pinner. Nice one there. Pinner. Get it back.
You let it go?
There. How's that? How's that? Better?
Much better.
All right, a little bit of an update. It's been a couple hours. We drilled around back here, and there's a ton of shad and a ton of fish. There's a lot of fish that don't want to bite. So kind of typical high pressure scenario, but we're kind of buckling down in one area. We did bring the X100 and Scout back here. Waldo's set up in one of them right now. We're just kind of chilling out, just waiting them out. And yeah, Griff.
A lot of lookers. I mean, there's way more shad and then bluegills back here than normal. So, I mean, we're kind of having to weed through them. Constantly fish on the screen, but when you get one that comes in and races up to it, it's a crappie. And the bluegills have been super slow, but yeah, there's a nice crappie. That one just came in, flew past the bluegills that were sitting there, and ate it up. Nice eater there. So Pink's gonna make some stuff. So we gotta catch him some meat so he can make some meat.
There's a nice one. In the game, there's a nice eater. So we've been using a flutter fry all morning and got a couple to eat, but they just are not a big fan of it. Griff's been catching them on a Pinhead, so I just put on a white Wonder Bread 1/16 ounce, and that one came in and floored it.
Well, that's little. First, right, immediate though. It's like that hole, lame. This hole, right away. Tiny. Tiny, tiny.
Huh?
Nice eater. That was a no-doubter. I dropped down and watched him streak through the whole screen.
The spool can't spin because it gets frozen. Ooh, Jesus. That's a good one.
Just dunked that nice little eater right there. Pink's gonna cook it up later. Not sure what he's cooking, but as always, I'm sure it's gonna be awesome. Right now I'm kind of cycling in between two rods. I've got a little 1/32 ounce Pinhead in the rainbow color, and I've got that little guy on a Griff's Chronicle. I was out west with some buddies a couple days ago, and I started using this bait on this rod, and I really liked it a lot because you could just do those small little waves that Griff does. If I was using a bigger one, I'd probably go to the Waldo's Chronicle like the rest of the boys. But then the other one that I'm following up with and hoping I can get a big one on it is this flutter fry. And I got it on that 1/32 ounce drop TG in the pink and white color. And I just got 4-pound test on that Pinnacle rod, and it handles it very well actually. It bobs the tip nice, and I think this is gonna be my new go-to for this bait actually. But yeah, I got a little schoolie on it. It's crazy light. I'm actually almost wanting to put a spinning reel on it because it's so light, just to feel it a little bit better. But we're gonna be probably bouncing around here a little bit longer. It seems like the fish are slightly turning on a little bit better than they were earlier this morning. And hopefully we can catch a big one. We've seen them around, we know they're here.
Zero fight. It just like came straight up the hole on that Pinhead. Maybe we just kind of found a spot where there's a few more crappies and a few less of those tiny gills.
Just doinked a nice eater. Sounds like Pink's now told us what he's making tonight, and it sounds really good. So it'll be a surprise. I'm very excited for this one. But right now, sun's starting to lower. It got significantly colder. And I just decided to swing for the fence and say screw it and put on an 1/8 ounce Pinhead in one of my favorite colors. This would be the glow red. I've got some pretty big fish on it, so I said screw it. It's not a shad color, but we'll see how it goes, and just doinked a nice little eater. And what I'm doing right now is I'm fishing about 1.5 feet below the bottom edge of the ice. I'm in 4 foot of water, so I'm above halfway up the water column, and like I'm very close to the ice, and I'm having these fish lift above the schools of bluegills and come in and eat it. So it's keeping it away from the gills. It's allowing the big ones to come up and eat it without competition. We do that a lot in the backwaters. We fish pretty high up, and it seems to work out really well.
There's a good one. Oh yeah. Yee! All right, things have been totally chilling out, and then I had one mark fly in. This one came up from below it even faster and just crushed a Pinhead. Dumped the whole end of the rod and everything. So, I don't know. These fish are being weird today, that's for sure. Packing things up, we're getting out of here. The bite really never fired up for us, and it has dramatically dropped off from what it even was. So I think we're just gonna figure out a new game plan, but we got some cooking to do tonight. We're gonna take these fish we just caught, get them in the kitchen, make some dope food, and at least warm up a little bit. I think everyone's frozen. Freaking, I have not had my nose empty of frozenness in a long time, so I'd like to go thaw out in the truck a little bit. So let's get out of here, boys. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the frozen kitchen. Today's gonna be really fun time in the kitchen, but today on the ice was like not super fun. We did manage to scrape out a few eaters though. We got a nice little pile of crappies, so I'm gonna make something cool with that. But first, before I get into everything, I just want to talk about one thing real quick. Giesenbroy Break Your PB event. This is gonna be March 1st. We're gonna do it. We've been done the last couple of years. This is a fundraiser for St. Jude. First 100 people are gonna get one of these awesome custom Crappie Chronicles glasses with the Giesenbroy logo on there. Perfect for loading up with a Break Your PB. These are still available at Giesenbroy right now. If you want to get these crawler cans, you can do that. They're super delicious, and they have it on tap there too. So that's going to be a super fun event. March 1st, be there. We're going to have tons of cool raffles and stuff for everybody. It's going to be a really fun party. But now we're going to get into cooking. If you want to make any recipes just like this one, get a copy of The Frozen Kitchen. This is an awesome book. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure you grab one. It's got tons of recipes from the last couple seasons of fishing, and you can make all kinds of awesome food. So scoop a copy of this, available at Thorne Brothers and on Amazon. You should be able to scoop one up pretty easily, but get them while they're here. All right, today we're making Crappie Bacon Ranch Smash Burgers. These are gonna be super delicious. I'm gonna show you how to get into it right now. Let's do this thing. All right, first things first with the Crappie Bacon Ranch is getting the bacon going. So I got a bunch of bacon laid out on this sheet tray right here. Just gonna throw it in the oven 400 for about 15 minutes. We're gonna get it all nice and golden brown. While we're making everything else up, we'll have some nice crispy bacon to go on top of these smash burgers right here. So gonna throw this in there. We'll get right back to the fish. All right, so I got a bowl of fillets here. Probably won't use this whole thing. We're gonna use about a pound of meat to accomplish this. But what I'm gonna do is just take some of these and chunk them up, and then we're going to throw them in a food processor like we've done a bajillion times before. We talked about this. This is the best way to make your crappies go the farthest, is to throw them in a food processor or meat grinder or something and just break them down, and you can make them into a ton more things. So I'm just going to chunk these up so they grind up a little quicker in there. Like I said, I'm doing about a pound and a half. We're just cooking for a couple guys tonight, so it's no big deal. Get these made up. Okay, we got our fish all minced up here in the food processor. So I'm just gonna add a couple of things in here, and this is what we're gonna make our smash burger patties out of. A lot of fish burgers would be like fish cakes. We've done fish cakes. We're doing fish smash burgers, so this is different. But I'm just gonna season these super simple. You got salt and pepper. I'm still gonna use some of that smoked salt. I really like that stuff. It's good in pretty much everything. So smoked salt, a little bit of black pepper, and then some onion powder are gonna be kind of the go-to here. And then because it's fish, it does not have much fat in it at all. So in this patty, I'm gonna add a little bit of mayo and just a little bit of oil. So I'm gonna use a couple tablespoons of oil in here. Got a brand spanking new one here. All right. A little bit of oil and some mayo. So the one thing that I'm going to add into this that's a little, I guess, different is, other than that seasoning, I got one of these ranch seasoning packets, which makes this really go over the top. So I'm going to add, we'll see, I'll start with like half of it and we'll see how she looks here. But depending on how much fish you're adding, you might want to go not too crazy with it. But I'm going to do half a packet of that in here. We'll mix it up, and I think we'll be looking pretty dang good. So you just don't want it to get too wet. You can't patty it when it's wet. All right, and the only other thing I'm going to add, I got a little bit of this flat leaf parsley here. Not the curly stuff. That's absolute trash. So we're using flat leaf parsley. I'm just going to chop a little bit up and add it into the patty. It's kind of a nice little addition. It doesn't add a ton of flavor, but it's a little bit of brightness, and it'll give it some color too, because fish patties aren't horribly exciting looking. I'm not going to kid you on that one. So add a little bit of that in there, give it a little color, a little brightness. Perfect. All right, so I got the fish mixture here. I got a pan heating up behind me. We just pulled the bacon out. That's cooling down. What I'm going to do is take this fish and just put it into, like, I don't know, I'll say maybe quarter pound-ish little balls here. And then what we're gonna do is make them into smash burger patties in the pan behind me. So just gonna do, each one's gonna be 2 burgers stacked on top of each other. So 2 about equal size ones. Perfect. And then we'll smash them, melt a little cheese on top of it, and then build them up. So I got some other stuff I'm gonna cut up to add on to them, some tomato and lettuce and stuff, but super easy. We're gonna get these smashed up. Let's do it. We got the cooking all done. Now we just got to build this thing. So I just toasted the bun up here, and this one goes together pretty quick. I got some ranch. I'm gonna just dump that down on the bun here. Spread that out good. Give us a nice base there. And then I got some iceberg lettuce. This is very not that good a lettuce, but it's really crunchy. So that's what I want it for, is just that nice crunch. But you can use a lot of different stuff here. Cabbage would even be really good on this. And then I got one big slab of tomato going down on top of that. And then let's see, I got both these patties. I'm gonna double stack these things up. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Some of that thick cut bacon right here. 2 slabs of that on top of this. A little more ranch on the lid. And then I do have a little bit of avocado I sliced up right on top of that. So this bad boy right here is ready to rip. And it's hard to beat that right there. That is a big boy. Ready for prime time right there. We're gonna crush a bunch of these. I got a bunch of kettle chips too to go with these, but yeah. Crappie, bacon, ranch. I don't know what else to tell you right there. Make it, eat it. You're gonna want more. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna make up a bunch more of these. We're gonna be fishing tomorrow somewhere. I think we're swinging for some bigs again. If we strike out, you'll probably see that anyway. So we're gonna get after it. It's been a late night. We did a lot of fishing today and got our butts kind of kicked, but it was still fun. We caught enough fish to make these awesome burgers, so hard to complain about that. So let's go fishing again.
Welcome back. I'm not quite sure when you are seeing this. Pink might have just cooked, maybe. I don't really know. But anyways, like we've talked about, the ice season started strong, early ice for fish biting, and now that we have like 15 to 16 inches of rock hard clear ice, it has gotten very difficult. But today we are back out. It's Griff and I. Pink and Waldo are working. Actually, Waldo might be on a flight somewhere right now. But anyways, Griff and I are out. We're starting to return to some of our Great Lakes, trying to get that 18 on camera. There's some very good weather coming in right now that we think is going to finally get these fish set up correctly. And yeah, now it's just about putting one on camera. Kind of just feel like it's inevitable at this point. It's Griff's birthday. He turned 53 today, so wish him a happy birthday. No, I'm just kidding. He's only 32. But wish him a happy birthday, and hopefully we get a nice little gift for Griff's birthday. But we're gonna get to work. Got the Mega Live 2 down, and yeah, we'll chat with Griff. All right, Griff, what do we got to do, you think?
Just got to find them. We haven't been out here for a little while, and conditions have changed. I mean, we probably got double the ice. Obviously, we have no snow, so I think they're still going to be a little skittish, but we got a front moving in. We got a lot of things play into our advantage. Barometer's dropping, but this is where we found them last time. We're going to check it out, and if they're not here, we'll just bounce around until we find where they're hanging out and see if we can't get on them.
But this will primarily be focused on edges of basins and flats.
Yep. So last time we were on the flat, and we'll see if they're still up here or if they haven't moved to something more like midwinter where they start to go out to the basin or get more on the edges of the flats. But we'll see. Just got out here, start drilling, and check it out.
They were way closer when we first found them. Like, we drilled our first hole and we're like, oh, they're right there.
Right.
That's nice. Which, in the other group? But what about pan back that way here? Oh, you went too quick. It looked like on the back end of the school from us there were some bigger ones, but we should sample these at least. Where's the most of them you saw? Like right over here, 20 feet? Well, we found the bait. Don't worry, I watched him swim straight back down. All the way. Successful release. Yeah, keep going. All right, so we sampled this little group. Griff caught a couple, I caught a few, but the good news is we left the shallows because there's nothing there, which is where they all were last time. And now it seems like a lot of the fish in this lake are in the basin or making their way out to it for their midwinter pattern, which that's good news, hopefully. Which way are you thinking? Just straight out? I said, would I be shocked if they're in the part of the basin with the least amount of holes? No, I would not. It's good to see.
These things are going to be here somewhere. All of a sudden, it's going to be boom.
Yeah. I got a new pair of liners. My feet are toasty. The ones I pulled out had like holes in them. They're all worn out. I think that is probably the best feature about their boots, is that you can just buy a line. You're like, I'm gonna.
40 minutes?
Yeah, sleep time. Oh, knew it was coming.
Historically, the month of January has really been when it goes down, at least in our area here in the metro. And, you know, there's kind of this weird spot where you get the right amount of ice where the fish aren't super spooky. You get some snow. There hasn't been a lot of traffic on the ice because permanent shacks are like just able to get out there.
These places are about to go unhinged. This is what we have been waiting 12 months for. I have been waiting to get back on these places with snow cover, with 10 to 14 inches of ice, with a nice pressure drop or rise or whatever it is for that certain body of water. I have been waiting for this moment. We have been waiting for this moment for a year, maybe 5 years if we run into the right one.
We're just waiting for that really key little bit of, you know, snow cover and things to happen. It just feels like we're so freaking close.
I think that is the last ingredient that we need, is a little bit of snow cover, get it a little darker down below the ice. And
this is kind of our time to shine. You know, a lot of our lakes just really seem like they pop off during this month. We're teed up on, man, a laundry list of them that we got ready to go. So
snow coming means everything is going to go haywire for a little bit.
something's gonna happen in the next couple of weeks here that's gonna be ridiculous, and I literally couldn't be more pumped to be a part of it.
Now we're running into that time window, and I think our window to catch an 18 just opened up. Alright. Oh my god. Alright, Griff and I have been working around the lake, and the fish all left the side they were on earlier, and that is exactly what we were hoping for today, is that they would group up like they did last year, and now we get a shot. So let's do this thing. I don't feel like I am. Yeah, you're right on the back side of them. You should be marking a giant. You're gonna be on the back side of them. Just come another 10 feet and drill, because they're coming right at me. They're all under me. Get down here, Griff. It's a little one. Would be a beautiful eater if we were looking for them, but we're not. There's a pile of them down there, though. We finally got in front of them, and they seem to maybe be slowing down a little bit.
Okay, so we got out here and we've been bouncing around just checking all different depth. We checked the basin. There's a billion little ones out there, and kind of like over the years we found that where the little ones are at this time of the year, the big ones aren't. So we checked that just to check that off the list. Went a little shallower, found the school. They're big. There's some 12s in there, but a lot of them are 16 to 18, 19 inches. There's a couple in there that don't even look real. So we kind of lost them. We were on them for a second. They got a little skittish.
I thought it was going to be really cool, then it wasn't.
Yeah, because they were just sitting there, and then all of a sudden we kind of moved them around. They kept circling back to the holes. We got a few opportunities of lookers, but they were moving so quick. I don't think, felt like the lookers were getting left behind, and I think they would just be like, well, we got to catch back up, and they would leave. But if we can get them to stop, I think it's going to be game on. But we're going to work down the break where we seen them go, see if we can't relocate them, and hopefully they stop here today when the pressure gets right. I had two freaks. The right size. Come on, girls.
I'll go drill another one. Still at 50? Just would like this one to eat. Not that one. Crushed it though. That is on a soldier fly. We are catching little ones and they're whacking it, but I'm trying to catch up to these better ones right now. They are smart. He just got spunky at the hole. He didn't. I thought he was growing too. All right, we're on the juveniles out here right now, which is honestly a bunch of really great eaters. But not what we are after. These big ones are tricky.
Are you marking, Bart, or what? Yeah. I think that's them. I mean, look at the school of perch getting out of the way. Yeah. That is cool. We gotta film that. So this is the school of big crappies right here. These are all perch. And you can see how they're getting out of the way of the big crappies as they're swimming by. You can see there's some really big ones in there. Oh yeah, the top one here is obviously a big one. There. A lot of these are 10 inches, 12 inches. Yeah, they'd be this way a little bit too.
Just another, what, like 15 feet?
They're at go to 60. They're heading that way. Nice, good shot. They're right on the big one. There goes Bart's bait down right here. This is the bigger fish. This is his hole. See what old Barty boy can do here. He can whiff on him. See that little one? Get out of the way. He's throwing a soldier fly.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
You had her.
I'm sorry. That was so big. Flutter. Just came unglued on it.
That thing was big. Very, very big.
Oh yeah, I know. I saw the mark. It looked just, I mean, it was the size of the other ones I've caught, if not
They're
bigger.
all under that hole, dude. I'm just saying.
I'm saying I think that might be the bait. Or at least that color.
There's still some around you messing around. They might be perched, so I can't tell.
I got a load of perch here right now. Dude, it was so big.
Go to 40, Bart. They're swimming towards us. Right here. You're good right there, Bart. Dude, those ones that are on the edges.
That's exactly what I was seeing.
But it was cool because when I said all of a sudden I could see like 6 of them, the school kind of spread apart a little bit, and you could see the big ones like appear in there, and it was just like, and then you'd see their tail, and I'm like, oh God. They're just getting to you, Bart.
I feel like I just missed them.
Yeah, they went right past you.
They swerved you.
They're right here at 30 feet now. They're coming right towards me. Yeah, it's bigger. Definitely bigger. Bigger, yeah. All right, so we finally popped a somewhat good one. They're getting bigger, but yeah, this one goes 13 3/4. Beautiful white crappie. But we've been chasing this school around, and just basically, I'm gonna get her back here real quick, but she's 13 3/4. If we don't let this go, you know what she won't do? Reach 18. So there she goes, she's off. But yeah, we've been chasing them around, and we've been catching the 10 inchers out of the school, and we can see there's like 6 to 8 really, really big ones. That wasn't one of them. That was one of the kind of medium-sized ones, but we're kind of getting figuring out that we got to get to the edges of the school instead of trying to fish the middle of it. So now we've been trying to get in front of them and then actually get right behind them as if they stop. And seems like those bigger ones are chilling there, and so we're just going to keep at it, but they're on the edge of the space and just kind of working a big inside turn. So another 14 incher. Yep. Yeah, they're I got them parked under me now finally, and just plucked a nice one out of there, nice black. But these aren't even the big ones in the school. I mean, there's some in there that are way bigger than this, and hopefully one of those comes up and bite. But I'm doing good on the pinhead. Bart's throwing the flutter fry, and yeah, they're biting. It's just you got to get one to activate. When they hit it, they crush it though. I mean, that one just absolutely slammed it when he came in and finally did it. Alright, well, I'm gonna let this big girl go. But yeah, nice solid black on there. Beautiful fish. We'll get her tossed it back here. Bye, girl.
Okay, yeah, now I'm marking. It is crazy how these fish school up. They're so tight. You just can't. Doesn't matter what flasher you have, you cannot tell what is what.
Until they start coming.
Yeah, once they get out of the school. Oh boy. That's one of them. It's very big. I saw it. Big black. Ooh. All right, things are starting to happen. This window's starting to open a bit. That's a big black crappie, probably a 13 something.
Get him,
And they're not super here, but they're close. We've chased this school around for a couple hours now, and they're starting to act right, aka they might be catchable. Yeah, it's coming in. It's starting to bite better. There's a nice one.
All right, just popped this 13 and a half, just absolute brick. Gonna get her back here real quick. Bye, girl. But yeah, so we've been chasing the same school around for probably an hour or so, and we weren't really getting them to bite. We were catching like a lot of the 10 inchers, and now that the cloud covers kind of came in and we got a little bit of a pressure change, the wind kind of died down, and all of a sudden it's like 13 and 3/4, 13 and a half, 14. I mean, they're all pretty nice solid black ones. We got a nice white, but there's still a couple in there that are way bigger than these ones we're catching. So we just got to keep working through the school, and eventually if we have to, we'll catch them all, and they'll be the only one left to bite. So
Do you want me like in the middle, or where do you want me? So like 30? Was that right or wrong?
yeah, it's beautiful.
I got her. Oh! All right, let's put her in the cooler quick. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, is it not even? No way. Chill, buddy. It's not even 16. Griff, it's not even 16. Could be, but this thing's been really accurate, so.
Well, I meant like our internal calibrations.
Yeah, 233. Wow. It's not as long as the other ones. I just forgot, I guess, just shocked by how tall they are.
Crappie, dude.
It's so big. Alrighty, just popped the first real one of the day. Look at that beautiful hybrid crappie. So, this is what's crazy. You guys know these catch bump boards. Look at how tall this fish is. It is 15 3/4. It's not even 16 inches, but just an absolute freak. So, this one, I'm gonna say goodbye because it is so important to release those big fish. And we have our Crappie Chronicle campaign. So that fish would qualify. Any fish over 14 inches, we wanna see you take a picture with it. Take a picture on a bump board. Show us the release video. We're giving away free tackle all year, but that's the start of what hopefully is something great out here. They keep getting bigger. We've aligned these conditions up in hope that this is where we'll get our 18. I just weighed that 15 3/4, weighed like 235, and if we get an 18 out here, I think she'll be pushing 4 pounds. So let's get to work. Stars are aligning. Might be able to do this thing. I don't know. It should be. Oh my God. Here's a flutter fry. Dealer down. There's a absolute brick of a black crappie. Probably like a 13 1/4 if I were to guess. 13, but all beef. And he just came unglued on that flutter fry in the perch color. Griff's marking another great big one right now. Oh no. All right, put this guy back. Go back. Yeah, he did. He wanted to stay. That was a nice fish, though. Can't grow an 18 if you don't put that one back.
It's a nice one. Came on the drop kick soldier fly combo. Switched over to that because I got denied by the Pinhead a couple times, so I dropped it down. He did not deny it. Yep, so probably another 13-incher.
Are you still marking?
Perch.
Oh yeah, the perch are by me now. You want to know how I know? Oh, it's a baby crappie. Not the right one. See you, buddy. Go ahead. Go. There you go. Do we just give him a little bit? Oh boy. Ugh. That one that just flew up was not small. Oof.
Not here, but it's big.
They're just bricks. All right. Just got back on them again. Got this nice, beautiful, once again, probably about a 13-incher. Just built like a brick. They're beautiful fish out here. Very beautiful fish. But too big to keep, and we don't need to keep any. So put her right on back. Hopefully get to 18 one day.
I think not. Not little.
It's big. Oh, it's real big.
Hello,
They're
friends.
so wide.
Yes, they are. I can't wait to see when it's 18.
You still got one.
Wow, good fish.
It's a beautiful 14 and a half probably.
Yeah.
And there is a ton of them. Try not to make too much noise and scare them.
It was funny because one was looking at it and then he like swam right by it and got it.
Okay. Should probably have a rod, huh? You. God damn it. Some of them want the black, some of them want the white, and you can't really figure out which one's which. All right, which way did they go?
Pretty towards Griff. Griff, raise it up, Griff. Raise it up, raise it up, raise it up. Raise it up, here it comes, here it comes. It's huge. Oh, you left.
I got him.
I didn't get a good look at it when I went by the first time. Oh, it's big. Oh, Jesus. I'll grab the camera.
Dang. It's a big one? No, there's bigger in there. Did you see what I did though? Like I jigged it up and then I just floated it back down and it went dook. All right guys, just popped this one. We measured her once, but she went 16 inches right on the button. Beautiful fish, but go ahead and get a weight on it real quick and then we'll get her back. I've been holding her in the water just to keep her able to breathe, so 229. So yeah, not as heavy as the one that Bart got a little earlier. His was actually shorter, but his fish was built quite a bit different than this one. But we're gonna get her back. Bye, girl. And yeah, so we're doing the Crappie Chronicle thing. And now what that is you get a fish over 14 inches. What you want to do is take a selfie with it, take a picture of it on the board, and then take a video of you releasing it, and then enter it hashtag Crappie Chronicled. And what we'll do is at the end of each week, we'll go ahead and we're going to give out some different tackle, you know, pinheads, different whatever, you know, maybe some reels, stuff like that. But yeah, so what I was doing there is I was actually using the Griff Chronicle. I don't know where it went. There it is. It's sneaky. But yeah, so these fish, they want the plastics, but they want you to work that plastic very, very lightly and get the super light cadence when they come up. Because they're not super aggressive. They come in, they charge it, and then they want to sit there and look at it. And you kind of got to wiggle it in their face. And they're slurping it up. I'm using the black soldier fly. Bart's using the white. He's using the Bart Chronicle, which also has a spring bobber on it. So if you see those super light bites. But yeah, so definitely a spring bobber is key on this bite. So we're just going to keep at it. We're getting closer. We're at 16 now. So and we got a couple hours left till dark.
Oh yeah, I got a load of them down here. Hopefully they like the white this time.
Oh, here comes the snow.
Yeah. Come on, suckers, ignite.
A couple of them snuck fast.
Ooh. How many times are we gonna lose her today?
Oh, that was good. When you hear the line creak like that, you know it's correct.
How's that one? Big? Oh yeah.
They did.
Big. 15 something.
Yep. Just a wreck of a crappie. Probably another 15-incher. Bye, girl.
They're starting to fire up with this snow now. We got snow coming in and they're starting to act right.
Yeah, when they hit it, it's just boom. Alright, Bart. Listen to big one.
How's your, I was gonna ask you, how's your... Okay, a little bit of an update. Griff just popped that other one that was probably about 15. I had to run back to get new GoPro batteries. We don't have the camera right by us right now. But basically it just started snowing. We've been waiting kind of for this front to come through. The fish are slowly slowing down. They're packing up and yeah, there's a lot of big ones around. Got two, well, one about 16, another 16, multiple 15s, just really big fish. Now we're working our way up. We really want that 18 and we're gonna keep chasing them around till we get her, hopefully. Sean, roll your GoPro. Pretty soon we're gonna be concealed.
Same distance, 25 to 40.
Here, you want to take the auger? I'm going to switch color quick since you've been catching them on black.
Slowly rotating in. Yeah.
Come here, honey. I mean, it's big. I saw it.
She looked very different than the other things. Oh my.
It did. It's very big. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. That might be her. Oh.
Alright. Somehow my GoPro died, but while it was dead, I got this thing. Very, very large. Kind of dwarfs the 16-incher I just got. And you can't even barely back them into the hole so you can keep them in there. You know they're big. So we're in there. Open it up. Give her a second to be in the line without me holding it.
That's gotta be.
That's not. I mean, that's the huge thing. That can almost at that any way.
Well, that is a 40 size Maluna cooler we brought and put water in so that we can be prepared to take pics of this fish. And it fills up almost the whole thing. So we're gonna take care of this real quick.
Alright guys, well, we did it again. Came up a ½ inch short again, but another 17 and a quarter, 17 and a half. We really didn't measure her too much because we didn't want to keep her out of the water too long. We popped her into the cooler real quick. She's right, I mean, I would give it more 17 and a half than 17 and a quarter, but crappie you've ever seen.
You want to see the biggest crappie you've ever seen in your life? We're getting a weight. You want to show me the scale quick?
Yeah, so 350, 3.5 pounder. So yeah, that's what a fish. But we're gonna pop her back here real quick, and yeah, it's just a monster. There you go. Nice kick that time. Yeah, you were a little tired. You gave me a battle, but what a fish. I mean, that's twice this year we've been that close, and it's gonna happen. But like we said, this is the year of big fish, and we've never caught a 17 in this series, and we got 2 of them within 3 weeks of each other. And it's still, now we're getting snow. We're gonna be able to actually fish these fish because they've been so spooky. All they want to do is run away from you. We get a little snow, now we can hide from them. They can't see us. But yeah, we're gonna get back at it. We got the skull.
What'd you catch him on? What'd you catch him on?
Yeah. Drop kick and a soldier fly on the black. Bart's been using the white. We kind of both went each end of the spectrum, and we're both catching them. But it seems like the black is kind of taken off lately, especially once the snow kind of came in. All of a sudden the black, maybe it's just because it's a little darker out, but we're gonna get back after it, guys.
It's still right here. Little guy engulfed. All right, see you, little guy. He's angry. And there is a pile of them here. Oof. I got her. It's big, I just don't know how big. It feels really right. It's just like a 13-inch black. Come here, buddy. Oh, come on. Come here. Come on. Oh, jeez. All right. Still staying on them. They the sun's setting, they're staying still now, which is good. Well, I shouldn't say stand still. They're not moving as much. Our window is here. I just fear she will close once that sun sets. Oh no, they're moving. Yeah, this is what they did last time too. It's just once the sunset hit, they just I found a 3-pack and caught one, but.
I mean, I got them
This is really big. And I don't know how well. Well, 16. Another 16. Oh, Jesus. You want to film this on my phone quick? Get a couple phone pics. Been chasing them around. They're starting, the sun is setting and they're kind of starting to go zombie mode. The bunk board's way far away. This is kind of ridiculous. It's probably another about 16, maybe 15 and a half. Just an absolute giant. I'm just going to let her go. It is just myself out here now. Griff had to go, so that's why I can't go run and grab anything unless I get that 18. So I'm going to stay after it for a little bit here. It is really shutting down, but the good news is it should be good for a couple more days. Hopefully, now that we got snow cover, but you never know out here. Got really close today. And we're going to keep trying to get bigger, but 18's a lofty goal. 17's are pretty crazy. So I'm going to keep trying to get one, but this is fun. Can't complain. These are some of the biggest fish I've ever seen in my life, and it's a very, very special deal we got going on right now in the Twin Cities, so we really need to take care of it. Oh boy, another day. Probably gonna be back here alone tomorrow, maybe with Pink, but we got the snow we wanted. The bite's picking up. I mean, it's already crazy. We got another 17, so. What is going on, everyone? I'm gonna do you a favor here and just save you a bunch of time. I went out the next 5 days, either by myself, with Pink, with Griff, and the bite literally just died. And yeah, we thought it was going to get better, but we were out there on the day. We've talked about the day before, and just a magical experience. It's crazy being able to document one of those fish. I know we're still like half an inch short on that whole 18-incher goal, but I think we feel great about what we have shown. And I mean, a 3.5-pound crappie is such an unbelievable fish. We're so happy we were able to finally kind of knock that off and get one on film for you guys. And we'll still be chasing some and getting after it, but felt really good. So now, since I'm not going to waste a bunch of your time with some other videos that we caught a little bit of fish and they're not really great, next up in this series is probably the biggest trip we've ever, no, it is the biggest trip we've ever taken. We go a little rogue, and you're going to get to see a lot of different species and a lot of fun. So I'm getting back to editing right now. Should be out next week. And yeah, I hope you guys are ready for the trip of a lifetime. Thank you for all the support. None of this is possible without all of you, and we can't wait to share it with you.